Hey there all you triathlon studs and studettes. This is Brett with Zen and Yard Triathlon. This is a live picture, so here's my hand. I'm about to show you a really cool training trick to help you train for a long time. What we're looking at here is a graph of heart rate and speed. Here's heart rate up here, and here's speed over a 4-hour training ride. And I'm going to show you how to use heart rate along with speed and or power to help nail down your nutrition to be able to go the distance over long endurance events. So what we have here is, you can see warm up. It's about half an hour to 45 minutes because I knew I was going for 4 hours on a trainer, on rollers actually, and on the bike. And so I took my time getting warmed up. And then once I got up to about here, I had a set heart rate that I wanted to stay in, the heart rate range. So here's my heart rate up here. And for me it was 120 to 130, and then occasionally I wanted to peak up into 140s, 130 and above up here, right? You can ignore this right here. This is where I got off the bike to answer the phone and go pee. So I didn't know it, but I didn't stop my watch, so I was off the bike for like 5 minutes. So just ignore that. You'll see these dips every once in a while. This is taking in fuel every 15 minutes, and on the rollers you can't stop pedaling. So you kind of have to stop. I mean, once you get really good at rollers, you can do things like continue to drink while you pedal, but it's kind of dangerous, fall off and stuff like that. So you see these less than 1 minute pauses as I every 15 minutes as I take in a drink and then get back and start pedaling again and get my heart rate back up. So I'm taking in fuel every 15 minutes, bang, bang, bang. This is also a sign of somebody that has been doing endurance training and knows to take in fuel on a regular schedule. 15 minutes, bam, 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 the whole way, right? And that way you get a nice even dose of food in you. Endurance triathletes, ultra endurance athletes know to take food in on a regular schedule. That way they don't overload themselves with a whole bunch of fuel all at once. And what you'll see here is the speed starts to fall off, right? But the heart rate stays the same, and actually here I quit even doing these little peaks. Now I wish there was another line right here and it would be happy face, smile, frowny face. Here about 2 hours in, frowny face, not happy at all. And basically I was struggling to keep my heart rate in my range, but my speed was dropping off. And when a coach sees this, they say, oh man, something's wrong. Either your nutrition's off or you're not fit, right, to keep going. And what I did is, at one of these stops, I think Emily was in the house, and I said, Emily, give me a piece of bread, just like on my Ironman. Emily, give me a piece of bread. And guess what happened? Oh, so every hour, a piece of bread, a slice of bread is 100 calories, I figured out. So what happens is, I start taking in an additional 100 calories per hour, heart rate starts climbing back up again, speed levels off, quits falling precipitously, and starts actually climbing back up again. And I finished the workout. Here's a 15-minute, it was a 5-minute cool down. I finished the workout with a nice sharp rise, feeling great. So the bread was starting to kick in. So what we're looking at here is nutrition from breakfast, going nice and happy. Oh, nutrition from breakfast wearing off, struggling, speed falling off. Start supplementing extra nutrition, because I figured out I was only taking in 200 calories an hour here, and so I bumped it up to 300 calories an hour, and then I started getting happy again. So what I did is, in Google Docs, I created a Word document that shows exactly what worked for me, and ended up being 300 calories per hour, and what foods it was. It's a mix of different things. And so now it's documented. So next long bike ride, I can try it again. and I can compare that graph with this graph and see if I have, and the heart ranges and the speed and everything like that, if I do it on rollers again, and see if I can avoid this slump right here. Because you know, in an Ironman, there's another hour to 2 hours of biking and then a marathon after that. You want to not hit this low point right here and then have to recover from it. So in case anybody's wondering, what I was eating every hour was some oil, 120 calories per tablespoon, spirulina, which has a lot of protein in it, 20 calories per tablespoon, agave nectar, 60 calories per tablespoon, and that ends up being 200 calories, and then I added in the slice of bread, which is 100 calories per hour. So I'm very, very excited about this graph right here, and this is in Training Peaks using a Sunto T6. I uploaded it, and we're looking at it there. Because we're on an indoor controlled environment, this is very similar to using a power meter right here. I've got a bike with a power meter on it. I wasn't riding that bike for this. It's a controlled environment, so I'm looking at an even, consistent output that doesn't vary with wind or hills. You know, it's just on the rollers with a given resistance that doesn't change. So this is really nice right here. So anyway, I thought I'd show that to everybody, especially to the triathletes I work with, so they can kind of see what also I look for. Look at that. Wow! Love it. Oh, it disappeared. Bye.